Hi, I'm Jeff Hobbs. I'm the politics teacher at East Sussex College in Lewes. The course in year one we look at UK politics and UK government, as well as a bit on ideologies. So that includes things like we look at democracy. Does it work? Does this thing called democracy work? We look at the main political parties in this country. We look at the different voting systems that are in operation in this country. And we look at things like government, parliament, the constitution, sort of big questions like that. We ask for 5 A to C or 4 to 9 GCSEs, including English and maths. We do ask for a B in English language for politics or English lit, because it is although it's a big sort of debating, discussing subject, it's also the exam is all about writing, really, or longish essays. There is no coursework for politics, but there are 3 exam papers. An exam paper is 2 hours long, with 3 questions for each exam paper. Currently in year 2 we have 12 students. In year 1 we have about 20 students. It's becoming increasingly popular as a subject, not just here but around the country. Lessons are an hour and a half each, and we ask you to study for 4 hours outside of college for that subject. So in your spare time we expect you to read around the subject, plus you'll be set plenty of essay questions and additional research. We've had a trip to Parliament in the last couple of years. We've had visits from the local MPs just before the last election. 2019 we had a hustings where the 4 candidates for Lewes all came into the college and were given a proper grilling by the students. We were hoping to take a trip to Washington DC, because we do an American part of it, or we have done an American part. So all things being equal, we'd like to organise a trip for that. If they are doing American politics, they'll learn about that, but even if they don't, we do global politics, so it fits. America comes up a lot obviously in politics, and particularly with everything now around Donald Trump. There's a presidential election about to happen. Okay, so even if we go next April, then we're either going to have Donald Trump still in power, or we're going to have a new president, Joe Biden. So it's all relevant, and we'd go around and have a look at bits of Congress, and we'll look at sort of all the relevant sort of places, buildings and organisations. So that's something to look forward to. I think the fact that it's so topical, to be honest, it means that with things like this awful thing going on, like the coronavirus, we have a look at it from the politics angle, and we look at it from the government angle. When Marcus Rashford puts pressure on the government with a campaign about free school meals, we can hook into that. Black Lives Matter. It's right now, it's a political minefield out there. There's so much going on. So there is so much we can hook into. I think for me, the most enjoyable thing about it is the sheer relevance of the subject. If something happens in the news, it can change the lesson. Sometimes my lesson plans just go bang out the window because something's happened in the news. So it's great for that. It really does hook into real life. Politics fits well with any of the humanities, really. So history goes well with it. Sociology is a perfect fit because they're both kind of up to date and topical. But also English, whether English language, English literature, all fit together really nicely. Even something like criminology works really, really well with politics, because we deal with aspects of crime and things like that. Some students might be scientists who are doing biology and chemistry, but sometimes they'll like something for a change, and politics is a great one for that because it's so topical and current. They enjoy that aspect, and it gives them something different from what they're doing in their other subjects. So it does work really well. I think to be honest, to succeed in politics is an interest in current affairs. It really is. It comes with it. The students who succeed, but also who get the most enjoyment out of it, are people who are looking at the news. It doesn't have to be every night, but just that they've got an eye on what's going on, so that we can talk about it. I generally start lessons with what's going on at the moment and what's happened. And given the last couple of years, because of Brexit, Donald Trump, an American election, there's normally something big that's happened. So it really is, I think, if you've got an interest in current affairs, this is the subject with you. And if you'd like any further information on this, please get in touch via the website. I'm very happy to email you back, and I will come back very quickly. So any questions at all, just email me.